The path needs to now wander for Serral into when are we going to try and take that third base? It looks like we got a drone going out right now. Going to get a nice surround on these Adepts, and the Adepts don't have shades.
Oracle. Oh, that is such a clutch Oracle right there. Coming in just in the nick of time. All those Adepts and the Zealots would have gone down, but ultimately that one Oracle saving the day. Adepts still, you know what, having an opportunity here perhaps. Are they going to finish? No, they are not. Still playing it safe. It's a lay attack on the way here for Serral, though. And, well, maybe able to get himself in a new attack. We are seeing that ranged upgrade, so I'm expecting Hydralisk here.
Yeah, we're going to easily see Serral start wandering into that Hydra Roachling Bane. Although, I don't think we've seen a Baneling nest as of yet. So maybe it'll just be Roach Hydra at this point. I mean, that's not a bad composition in of itself. But right now, it's just Roaches in production. We'll have to see if he wants to add those Hydras into the mix as well. But a Dark Shrine coming down for Trap. We'll start seeing Archons getting added into the mix, but also the Sneaky Boys doing their sneakiness. At this point, we do have the Infestation Pit that is done. Waiting to see if we're going to get Swarm Host or a Hive tech. But right now, just going to be aggression, trying to push Trap off of his creep. But look at that army count.
Swarm Host.
Is it going to actually be Swarm Host? I love it. 13 of them, so that he's going to do a hard commit into this. I was just going to say, it's like, wow, Serral was dead even in supply with Trap, and then all of a sudden exploded. Well, now we know why. So +2 on those Locusts is going to be incredibly strong. I mean, we're going to see Nexus after Nexus just fall like crazy. But Trap's going to just push on forward here. Senses that something might be up. It might be the right time to get in onto this army. Force fields are going to help zone everything out and force all of these Roach Ravagers back. This base is more than likely going to fall, but some great biles get on top of those valuable units. He's not able to target that down. 9 drones have gone down. Finally, this army is going to get pushed backwards, and that base will fall. But here come the March of the Swarm Host.
Yeah, Serral realizing he is going to take damage there, so doesn't want to use all of those Locusts, right? He needs to do damage himself as well to kind of equalize the score again. So he moves across the field here with those Swarm Hosts. It's kind of interesting that he's not incorporating Nidusworm with this as well at the same time. But yeah, let's see. Oh, that is not a great target, is it? That's just a couple of gateways that are pretty much cannon fodder there, specifically made to soak up damage as much as possible.
Well, picking off one of those gateways is actually going to be able to open the door here. And the second gateway will fall, and this is a wide open venue. But look at the harassment on the right-hand side. This is a little bit better damage. 6 probes going down. The main army is trying to push forward here, but Trap unable to really maneuver. And now Serral's, he's just going to win with those free units, just killing base or unit after unit.
Yeah, it's a very interesting style here again from Serral. A little bit of a unique flavor once more. Okay, gets those 2 Archons as well. Trap not paying attention with the War Prism. Archons yelling at that War Prism, please pick us up. Not quite being able to get away in that situation. Roaches and Ravagers just pulling away whenever it's necessary, allowing a lot of maneuverability for these Swarm Hosts, right? Because of these Roaches and Ravagers preoccupying the army and then coming in from a flank with these Locusts on the backside. This could shut down any potential for Trap. Ooh, okay, saves the day with that overcharge there. Trap is not sitting still though either. He will be moving across the field here with those Zealots. Does not want this to go this easily for Serral right now. But man, is he taking a bunch of damage from these Locusts. Oh, if he gets that. Tell me he doesn't get that. Oh, don't tell me he gets that. Oh my god.
2 hit points. Isn't it just a bit like...
Oh, well, it's going to go down now. It's going to go down now.
Isn't this just a bit of a flex here? Like, I was not supposed to lose that game number 3, so I'm going to beat you as Swarm Host. And now Serral picking off that Robo Bay, denying more of that tech and more of those upgrades, getting up into what will be his late game army just because he wants to wrap this up. More Roaches in production, that Hive tech on the way. And now these Swarm Hosts can come home and actually fight as a part of the army composition. but where is the army on the left-hand side? Everything is just going to queue up on the right hand. Those locusts not going to be able to join in on the fight very effectively. And now suddenly all of these high-tech units do get picked off. The range on those Ravagers will be able to help. Don't file your own units, but Trap is in a bit of trouble here.
That was a massive fight there for Serral, even with a lot of those locusts moving the wrong way because of a single adept. I'm not quite sure if that was Trap's intention, but anyway, Trap looking a little bit desperate right now. Moving further forward, Serral looking like he may be able to take this one right here, right now, and be the first person to advance in this main event towards the absolute playoffs right now, and it is exactly that. GG is called. Serral takes it.
Village Gold is gonna probably dictate a little bit of what Bly wants to do here with that. So with the 2 base layer finishing on up, we're about to find out what he's planning to throw down. It's going to be, yep, that infestation pit.
2 base, nice swarm host.
And a drop overlord.
I feel like I don't like this against Mass Air though, but I guess the thing that happens is that this is so fast that it catches the, drop overlord. It catches the number of units very low. So maybe you can really get the ball rolling. I don't know. King Cobra is not going to be able to scout this. He's not really even scouted the lack of third hatch.
I actually really like the drop overload though. Like, this is one of those things that is good, but just everybody stopped doing it because Protoss players got so good at dealing with it. Because, you know, every Zerg player was doing it. And then it just finally stopped because Zerg players are like, all right, this never gets anything done anymore. Let's call it back. But he forces one of the oracles back. He's going to be able to delay a lot of mining time. He's actually getting a decent number of workers over here. Like, he is throwing King Cobra off his game plan, and that's going to hopefully for Bly set him up for the big swarm host move in that he's just not going to be prepared for. Tiny bit.
Oh, you gotta be careful. So the Tempest might not kill the Queens that fast, but theoretically the Queen should never kill the Tempests.
Yes.
They're gonna have difficult time killing carriers as well, but like they could theoretically take on the interceptors. Tempests are able just gonna shoot from afar. They're gonna have difficult time cleaning up all the locusts. And this is that snowball gets hit so hard, so fast that it just actually works for a Stormhost player. That pylon, no, yeah. Oh no.
Somewhere Artosis is smiling.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, King Cobra. He's not even rebuilding it that quickly. There, finally.
Well, he's getting one pylon up. Okay, there's the second pylon, but the Swarmos have already unleashed another wave of locusts. So he's denying a lot of mining time on gas, which when you're going for double Stargate Zombie Grub, gas is the #1 thing. That is everything about your build.
And yet he does have a bank of gas. As 2 Tempests just recently popped out, he can just make another 2.
That is kind of interesting. Maybe that Void Ray buff really giving him a bit of help. Oh, I love that. Bly actually anticipating that there is going to be the stasis trap there, drops down 1 locust to set it off, and then drops down the rest. He's going to go after another one of these pylons here, and well, the Tempests have actually built up into big enough numbers that he's been able to force Bly a little bit further back, but there's always an opportunity to just make another nice one on the north side. Or, you know,
that's a very impressive play to swear. The Tempest are out of position, but it's not going to work. Bly is following this up with a Spire, and I think that this could be the 1-2 punch that really hurts. I mean, that was a lot of denied mining time. This is still not ideal for King Cobra, even though he could produce from his 2 Stargates pretty reliably. Like, he would rather have a bunch of static defense right now or on a 3rd base that's actually already done, and also with enough still left over to be building probably carriers again, going back into those. King Cobra is once again lacking vision, but you gotta guess the Spire.
Yeah. I actually think if Bly, I don't think he can get it now, but I think if these Lings had just right-clicked on that 3rd base, I actually think he could have sacked all of them and gotten the kill. Because it's not like the Tempests were far away, the Oracle was out of position, it was 2 Void Rays. The Void Rays are not going to kill all those Lings in time, but I understand like wanting to double check and make sure there's no 4th base or anything, and it's a little bit of a risky play. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. This is going to become a situation where King Cobra is gradually going to start getting outproduced, even though he's got some incredibly high value units like Void Rays who are going to be taking on Corruptors. That's the ideal fight, right? But if you don't have overwhelming numbers, it's tough. And we're at the point where Corruptors are just finding opportunity to actually get cancels on the 3rd Nexus as it's building. Yet again, natural expansion, not mining for quite a bit of time. Didn't even fully saturate that 2nd gas geyser there. And it's just, King Cobra is starting to bleed out a little bit. If Bly gets up a 4th base during all this while continuing to deny this 3rd, like that's kind of a wrap right there.
Yep. There's another world where King Cobra finds multiple Nidus worms and shuts them down before they start. He's done that maybe like twice. There's a world where he shuts down 6 or 7 and he's like, you know, he doesn't lose the nexus to the Locust or the Corruptors. And it's kind of one of those question mark games of like, well, can he build enough of an air army? But this is too much. He's going to now lose his natural nexus, and his 3rd probably isn't very safe either. Mistargeting a little bit there, so he's not going to lose the natural nexus. All right.
Yeah, I think they were on an A-move command there for a little bit, and it looks like that shield battery keeps it alive. Oh, man, that's actually a really, really nice save there, because if he can keep his 3rd base up, if he can keep his 3rd base and his natural up, which I guess is possible. He's gonna have already forced the cancel there on the Caustic Spray, kills off a Corruptor there, doesn't lose any of the Void Rays. This next wave of Locust, I think, is gonna be so big. If this cancels the 3rd, or if he manages to kill the natural in the next like 60 seconds, I feel like there's no way Cobra can come back. But if he can keep those alive, I'm starting to see some small opportunities here.
Natural is under attack as the main is also under attack. King Cobra is going to be able to save the natural once again and perhaps save the main. Void Rays, do they have prismatic alignment? No, actually. And Bly's figuring that out, so he's even taking the engagement a little bit. Whoa! That timing! Oh my god!
Big Mama watching out for the little guy here. Gonna be able to keep these Void Rays alive, but a handful of them already did go down. There's only 4 Void Rays left over, and the whole thing about this is build up a really big, scary air army. That is all that King Cobra has going for him, alongside some really stellar upgrades. The fact that he's actually on 2.5 bases effectively right now, finally gotten up that 3rd base, but worker count definitely not for 3 base saturation. And he's affording +3 air weapons is actually kind of nuts.
That is kind of nuts, yeah. He's not really resaturating the natural gas that often. Before this Locust wave, he didn't have that saturated, and that's a big problem. It also would have been so nice to be able to get at least a couple of units, like Charge up, for instance. I think could also have helped them deal with some of these Nidus worms. Like, the bottom right, it's 3 Swarmos and a Nidus worm. Like, that should be cleared up. But he's not really thinking of it, doesn't really have the production for that, does not have Charge.
Tempest going to be going down over here. Those are not the high-value units for the most part, so there it is. GG.